My stand on this is like, a lot has to be done. More accelerated progress is required. Until unless we do vaccination of the last mile workers who are there in the Anganwadis, who are there in the midday meal centers, if they are not vaccinated, you know, the chances of derailment of the basic services of the food access will increase many folds. For the last mile delivery, you need to have the people who are healthy. Children is a very sensitive age group to whom anyone will be responding to. So unlike unlike many other things, like there like this vaccination needs to be the utmost priority. We are also seeing like food security will also be getting impacted because people who are giving the food, if they are falling sick, because now this wave 2 of COVID has not just impacted the urban India, it has impacted Bharat as well, and villages are getting impacted. It has reached there. And midday meal schemes, or actually which goes to the aspirational districts in India. We have 117 aspirational districts which are in the various parts of the country. So a lot needs to be actually rethink about, like how to address these nutritional challenges. So supply chains are one of the mechanisms, like who will supply the food, who will give the food, who will deliver the food, who will cook the food, who will make sure kids will come. And one of the major drawbacks which I see at this moment is, in the absence of vaccination, in the absence of the social COVID appropriate social behaviors, it will be very difficult to get congregation of kids at one place where the midday meal was getting served. Maybe India has to redesign its midday meal program, where a lot of kids have not to come at one place, and instead food is getting delivered to the at the household level, right? Secondly, like this whole COVID has also impacted not just food security or the food issues, it has also impacted the early learning goals. Because while midday meal program and other programs which are related to the food security, kids were meeting each other, kids were playing with each other, kids were using their motor skills, kids were trying to know each other, kids were trying to know how to socialize. Really, this whole midday meal program and the program for the food security for the kids is not just a food program, it's much beyond that. So India really need to devise about the mechanisms, which will be the mechanisms to reach out to the communities, to the kids, so that the early learning development goals of the kids, along with the food security, is taken care of. If someone, like today, I took my first dose of COVID. So very interesting part is, like how India has digitally evolved is. So my Arogya Setu tells me like I am partially vaccinated because my first dose is done. Beautifully, it also shows me like when is my second dose actually pending, in 82 days or something it is saying. So technology needs to be leveraged so that India and Bharat both get open, and demand and supply functions come into the full play amid COVID-19. And we need to be very sure, like, we all, like Outlook as a media group, Reckitt as a consumer company, we all come together and we propagate the idea of SMS, which is, safe hands, at social distancing, wearing the mask, on the top of that, vaccine for all. Kids who have lost their parents. Now you have the double orphan kids, you have maternal orphan kids, you have paternal orphan kids. Who is going to take care of those kids who are very small? There are some of them who are, in the age group of 0 to 5. They have the food, they have the food needs. They have the needs, like, of food security. They need the caregivers. There needs to be more programs towards that, so that the kids who have lost their parents I'm hearing a lot of interesting announcements by the state of Jharkhand, state of Chhattisgarh, and many others, which are talking about we will give the education to the kids lifelong. You know, that's great. But kids' need is okay. Education is a need, but a better health and emotional well-being. These are all the rights of the kids. We need to work around it together. The vaccine will be available everywhere at one point of time. You remember the days of polio, how difficult it is. India has different kind of terrains. 22,000 kilometers plus is just on the islands and the deltas in India. Then you have the hilly terrains like Leh, Ladakh and others. Then you have the terrains which are under the water for more than 6 months. You have places like Sundarbans, 24 North Parganas and South Parganas where, the challenges are very, very different. Like in Puri, in Bhubaneswar, in Odisha, in West Bengal, India is culture rich as well as the issues of the each region are also different. We are trying certain pilots and definitely we will be coming out with some good practices on like how to improve the service delivery on nutrition and in the first 1,000 days during the COVID-19. We have done some studies. We're trying to understand the subject much better because as most of the people were also unaware of the second wave will be so devastating. We also felt like that, although preparedness was there, but it was not to the extent which was required to deal with the situation. But we were very sure, we will be having very motivated staff. We will be taking care of the people who work with us and whom we work with. By the grace of God, there is not a single mortality among a very, very huge field force with whom we work with. I visited in February. There was a situation of panic in Amravati. A new strain has come, and that is the same strain what India is talking about now. Preparedness was there. We were able to mobilize the resources. We were able to put the resources. And I'm very sure, in the long way, once our model is, culturally adaptive, others can also come forward and can learn. But this is time to action fast, learn fast, and move on, and share it with others. Very, very actively participating in terms of creating an enabling environment for India to respond to COVID-19. Someone is doing some philanthropic efforts in terms of, setting up the oxygen plants. Someone is doing some philanthropic effort to set up the ICU beds. Someone is helping with the oxygen concentrators. Someone is, doing something with the oxygen ventilators. So there are different people doing their different stuff, which is all for the nation building. I'm not sure, from where this comes. India will be spending less on the CSR. India is actually spending more, and this government has been kind enough to allow a lot of corporates and actually everyone to spend the monies and put monies behind this COVID-19 readiness and preparedness. And whomsoever has anything, people have opened the doors. There are people who the malls. Malls are giving you the entry for the walk in this vaccinations. You gather your thoughts and you get motivated. As well as you see the leaders in the industry, they motivate you. Like our global leadership, Lakshman Narasimhan, you follow him. I follow him, like the actions and steps what he has taken. Being an Indian, he's there in the UK, and he's as much bothered as my parents are about my well-being. He's as much bothered for the others in the company, and even for our other stakeholders and shareholders. When he calls us, he asks us about how our people are doing. Maybe not with the specific names. He knows very little people, but definitely there is an intent to serve, intent to provide the last mile service. This is an amazing, amazing campaign. Yeah. And I wish Outlook all the best. Thank you so much.